Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl, hey.
Buenos dias.
We're back.
Sí, we're back.
You okay? Hola, señorita. Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
How's life treating you?
You know, life is fucking me up right now.
Damn, life is fucking you up.
It's beating me up. It's beating me up.
Well, you look happy.
It's punching me.
You look very upbeat and your spirit's good. Your spirit's not broken.
I'm not broken. I'm down, but I'm not out.
Think you got me laughing. Don't Toni say that. I might be down. Yes, that one.
Oh no, but I'm down, but I'm not out.
That's good.
But you know what? God is good. I ain't gonna. What did Rick Ross say? God is good, but Satan been on his shit.
Satan on his shit.
Satan is on his shit, but God is good.
So you gonna tell the people what officially happened, or?
I'm jobless, y'all.
I'm feeling you.
I said it every episode.
I'm not laughing because you're jobless. I'm laughing because you're jobless every week. Tommy ain't got no job, man. Tommy.
No, it's not even that. No.
Tommy, that girl said I'm jobless. Nigga. Bitch, how long you been doing this podcast? You've been jobless half this bitch. Y'all keep this podcast in your prayer. Adrianna needs to pay her bills, and right now we ain't making coins like that.
Listen, so the bar that I was working at, so mind you, I went back to bartending, and the bar that I worked at ended up closing down last Tuesday.
Did they tell you?
They told me 2 weeks before.
Okay. Also, you got a 2 weeks notice.
But it wasn't even like the person that owned the place told me. I just randomly heard it. But you know, I was just like, what?
You was on Facebook?
I was like, what? So they ended up closing down the bar or whatever. Which is, I mean, I get it. It happens, and
that's what I'm be like working for black bars.
Life goes on. But it's just that looking for another, and people are like, well, why don't you just go back to D-Bar? Well, number one, I don't want to go back to D-Bar because that was such it wasn't traumatic, but it was just.
You don't want to go backwards.
I don't want to go backwards.
Even though you still have to bartend.
Even if I have to bartend again, yes. I don't want to go backwards. And it's just something about that place that just is like, I went there the other day. I think you called me and I was out.
I heard everybody was out there.
And you know, I was rubbing backs. Like that.
Hey, rent is due.
Rent is due. And you know, a bitch had to do what she had to do.
Rent is due.
Like that. Y'all can't see what I'm doing, but I'm
sex work is real work.
I'm rubbing a back.
Caressing.
No, I'm caressing a back. Anyways, but I just realized, like, I can't fucking work here. Like, y'all niggas, it's not the same. It ain't the same. I know y'all ain't making no money like we used to make money. So, you know, I gotta find other
bars like that be having like high and lows. Like, well, you know how like sometimes it'd be a bar and it just be popping for like 3-4 years and then it just
stops. Yeah. And I feel like that's not the place where I need to be at. Mm-hmm. And but then again, it's just like that trying to find that, like, where is the popping bars? Like, I'm not 22. Like,
well, you look 22.
I appreciate that, but I'm not. I get tired very easily, and you know, certain crowds can disrupt my spirit, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, it's just, I don't know, like trying to find the right crowd to be in. Somebody offered, you know, they said, "Hey, I know this owner on the north side, blah blah blah." I said, "The north side."
Weren't you working on the north side?
I was, but it was it was like it was like a community. It was like a family community area. Like, it wasn't like
Oh,
Like,
well, I don't go to the north
hood.
side. That's
It was
far.
like hood. It's not like, you know, north side people are a very different breed. And so when I say the north side, I don't mean to, and some of y'all might be listeners. I'm not judging y'all, but y'all are a different breed. So I believe it was D1, he said. And I've heard of D1 on the radio, and I've heard radio lives, whatever. And he said, I know the owner, blah, blah, blah. You know, you can work there. And I was just like, do they shoot in there? Like, that's what I worry about.
Because you know what?
That's what I worry about. Do they shoot?
It is a lot. I don't like...
Do they fight?
I couldn't see myself like now because I get off work at 10 o'clock, period. That's it. Like, and if I stay later, it's like by choice. Yeah. And I won't stay no later than 11, being honest. But then essentially I go to work at 4:30, 5 o'clock anyway. So I couldn't see myself working in like that space again. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Because my first thought was, do they shoot in there? Because I don't have time to die. I have things to do. I don't have time to fight. I don't want to go to jail. You know, I just don't have that time for that type of anxiety. I want to be able to go in, make my money, and leave. So what kind of club, like, where can I go? I'm just lost because I don't know. I'm shell-shocked right now. I feel like I got...
So when you found out that you had 2 weeks left, you found out from somebody who wasn't an owner. Did you ask?
I asked, but I didn't get a response.
So they were just like, nah. And he was like, all right, I still got a job.
We'll just see what happens.
And then 2 weeks happened.
And, you know, we're here.
When the final day you worked, was that the day they was just like, oh, by the way?
That's when he came forth. He was forthcoming with honesty.
So what did you do at that moment? Did you?
I got really drunk.
As you should.
I got really drunk.
Did you take bottles?
I woke up the next morning and I had that bottle of champagne that I brought the last time. That was from there.
Oh, okay. So thank you.
I had a whole shitload of wines. I couldn't take the liquor, but I could take the wines because he said I could sell the liquor. So, you know, y'all have at it at the wines and beers. So I'm listening.
You trying to get enough money,
stocking up. But anyways, needless to say, you know, I'm out here.
Walking by faith.
Not by sight. And I don't want to make it seem like, you know, I'm just like...
Your spirit is really not broken. I've been shut out.
And you know what? And that's the thing. I know that God is working because
I feel like we have this conversation.
Oh, God. No, honestly, I feel like... Because, you know, they say, you know, when you're in a situation, especially like financially, but you're at peace, like you're calm about it, God in the midst of it. Because I feel like I should be panicking.
I would be panicking.
I feel like I should be panicking. I feel like alarms should be going off. You know that meme where that little cartoon character is sitting in the room and it's on fire?
Yeah, that's
what I feel like.
I would be panicking. I'd be sick right now.
But I feel, and it's very weird to say, I feel very calm. Like, I don't know.
Child, be worried about lights, child.
I'm worried about a lot of things. But
you gotta cut the internet off. That's not a necessity. But let me tell you, the internet's not a necessity.
You know what? I ain't gonna even brag on my internet because I don't even want it to cut off. Because God is mysterious and He works. Because my internet is on, and we're popping. My Wi-Fi is on. It's just not connected to my TV. I can't watch the shit on the TV, but I can hook the HDMI cord to my laptop. See? You see how that works? But needless to say, whatever.
I lose my job. We ain't getting no show because I ain't gonna have no Wi-Fi to load it. We just gonna be out here taping at Starbucks.
I don't even.
Y'all gonna be taping at Starbucks.
I don't even want to.
We got a white chocolate with 2 palms.
Look, I don't even want to jinx how I still have my Wi-Fi.
Listen,
but God is good. God is good. I still have my Wi-Fi. My lights are still on. My apartment's still intact.
Blessed be the name.
My car is good. My cell phone connection is still connecting.
You're getting through February.
I'm getting through February.
It's only the 5th though.
But listen, So I told myself that this month that, okay, I'm really going to take my videography seriously. Like, I have to take it seriously. I have no choice because I have to do something. Like, if I don't want to fucking work for somebody else, I have to work for myself. So I'm going to have to take that jump. So my friend, when I went to D-Bar, my friend was telling me about this wedding fair, blah, blah, blah. And so I said, if the booth without like a crazy fee, I'll take it. Even though I have nothing to show, but like, some video, like I have no wedding videos.
It's gonna be like a science. It's gonna be like a science project. You remember the trial?
Yeah, I have. So he was just. He was like, so do you have stuff to show? And I said, well, I mean, I have like videos, but they're not wedding videos. Like I have nothing to show. I have nothing. So he was just like, if I can get you a booth, would you show up? So I said yes. So he texted me the next day.
Is it just gonna be you in a camera looking lonely? I can't.
So no.
I can't. I'm just picturing you with your laptop sitting there.
Look at my videos.
And I see in my mind it's all these other moves with flowers and
it's me. There's a table with no table.
They got cake. They got cake tasting and shit. And your long story. Don't do my dog like that.
Look, so my plan, luckily I said, you know what? Because I was reading something. Because at first I was just like, man, I can't do this shit. I don't have anything. And I read a tweet where it said it doesn't matter what you have. No, it said. Hold on, let me stop before I fuck this up because I screenshotted it and this is what made me say, okay, I'm gonna do this shit. Pause
Wait
for a second. Wait for it.
Y'all driving, y'all alright.
Y'all are driving, y'all are chilling.
Y'all at the stop sign.
Did I screenshot?
Y'all at work. You ain't even got it.
Do I have it? God damn. I thought I had it.
Okay. Probably like
well, let me paraphrase it. Basically, you can say to yourself all day that you're not ready for something. But it's just like you just have to take it and just go with it. Like, fuck that shit. It doesn't matter if you think you're ready. Like, the time is now. Just do it.
A lot of times when you end up in a situation, you're ready.
Yes.
And that be the scary part. Like a lot of people prepare, and I do think if you can prepare, of course. But at the end of the day, a lot of times it's either fight or flight.
Yes,
you just need to be in a situation.
I felt like I'm not ready for this, but then I think about like, okay, I don't have an option either. I'm not going back to corpus. I can't move back home with my mama. Can't go to Del Mar College and be a registered nurse. Like I ain't got time for that. I don't want to do that. So what am I gonna do? Do I want to work for somebody? Fuck no, I don't want to work for somebody else. I have to figure out if this is really what I want to do. I have to make it work. So I took it, and the people were like, okay, you can have your booth. And so I said, okay.
So you got like a trifold?
So I got my little marketing materials.
Why are you laughing? I'm trying to listen, but it's the way you keep describing.
I got my marketing materials.
Because in my mind, you're going to be there by
So I decided, then I thought about it, like, okay.
Did you get a tablecloth?
I'm going to borrow somebody's tablecloth.
Okay.
So I'm gonna solicit some money.
Okay.
And put that in my budget.
Always remember, sex work is real work. Continue.
Anyways, so I'm gonna use my TV because my TV has like a HDMI cord hookup. So I'm gonna use my TV as kind of like my monitor, and I'm gonna loop my videos.
Oh, okay.
To show my variety of. I could shoot a bachelorette party because I shot my friend's bachelorette party.
Oh, that's
I could
good.
shoot a baby's first birthday.
Okay.
Because I did that. I shot my friend's baby's birthday. And so I'm going to shoot, and this is like white people. So, I can show white people. I can show Hispanic people. I can show black people.
Yes.
So I'm going to
be diverse.
I'm diverse. So I'm going to loop all my videos. And so what I did was I created like different packages to where if it's like, okay, you want a bridal shower and your bachelorette party locally, this is what it's gonna cost you. So just like things like that. So that's my joke. And after I said that, I started getting phone calls randomly from people like, hey, I need some video here. I need video.
You should.
So
did you update your resume as well?
I did, but I fucking hate resumes, man.
I mean, just update it and have some copies on hand.
So should I have resumes at the?
I mean, just
fair?
on hand. You don't have to give them out, but somebody,
or just kind of like a breakdown of what I've done.
Because you don't have like a business card. So if you don't,
I don't have a business.
If you don't have business cards, I think you should just have some in your little knapsack so you can.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. That's
good. It can't hurt.
That's good. That's good.
I'm simply happy you don't have a trifold. I'm
not gonna have a trifold.
Thank you.
But I am gonna have little cards, and I wanted to have like that big ass martini glass that one with
Where's that at?
I don't know, but I was gonna buy one.
Do I not have that still?
I don't know. Do you?
Oh, I need to look around.
But I was gonna have. But then I was like, wait a minute. I don't promote that I drink.
That's not recovering. That is very. Maybe she get a fishbowl. That is very recovering party girls. Maybe get a fishbowl.
So I was trying to think, because I want the heart-shaped glasses. That's kind of my thing. But I'm trying to think. Okay, what can I put on a table that is attractive?
Well, I think you should do the TV, maybe some flowers, like a cute little small,
like a flower arrangement.
Yeah, like cute little one, and maybe like a wedding. Make it wedding-ish, not like sunflowers and stuff. Okay, make it wedding-ish.
I was thinking like a cute or a pretty arrangement, and then of course like my
all the paperwork,
all the marketing materials.
Yeah.
But needless to say, guys, that's
because how big is the television?
It's a 32-inch, so it's fairly big.
How big is a 32? I don't know.
It's a 30. It's about that big.
Yeah, because it should. That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's not big. It'll take up enough of the room.
It's not big, but it's also not small. Okay. And I feel like because their tables are not big, because they said in the request form that I think they're like 6x8. I don't know, whatever. But it's not big, so I'm a little excited.
Well, anybody who listens to this show in Houston, if you're getting married,
and shout out to Miss Vaughn, because she did. Hold on. She is a follower of the podcast, and she heard the last episode where I was apparently talking about how I'm jobless. Miss Vaughn,
you ain't got no job, man.
Miss _Vaughn, she hit me up and she said, there's rodeo cook-off. There's somebody that needed some bartenders, but I don't think this person appreciated my resume. So then I don't know, because she kept asking me where I worked at, and I'm
bartending a cook-off.
So I told her the last place that I worked, and I never heard back from her.
But shout out for helping.
But Miss Vaughn, thank you so much, because she did say Grand Lux Cafe is hiring. And,
girl, you better go. Grand Lux got a good coin. But I don't like spaces like that. You ain't used to rules. You've been working at black clubs too long. You'll lose your mind with rules and regulations.
And it's not even just that. It's just like,
and food.
Maybe I don't know. I feel like maybe I know. And I don't, not to shame anybody, but it's just like, can I try? Maybe I should try a little bit more before I.
You should, but you still need your bill space. A bartender is always a place to go back on.
But I don't know if they hire me as a bartender off Jump Street. Because
they do make you be a server first.
They make you be a server first.
Yeah, I ain't with that shit either.
So, and I appreciate you, sis. Thank you so much, because you jumped in my DMs and you're like, hey, so-and-so is this, and I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Vaughn. I appreciate you. I really do. That was very nice. And shout out to you. Boom.
Okay. Boom. So is that what's cool in the city, being jobless?
Being jobless.
Okay.
Being continuously jobless.
Being jobless every other month. Oh my God, this is stupid. Well, Your spirit's not broken, so that's
It's not. I'm not broken, y'all. I ain't broken. I cried.
I was not built to break. Come on, Whitney. Let me find.
I had to find my own strength.
Come on. I crashed down. And I crumbled. Come
But
on.
I did not fumble.
Go get yours.
Yes. I was not built to break.
Girl, that Oprah.
Yes, it did. I cried.
Oh, she
I cried.
got me.
I cried.
I didn't know.
My own strength.
Bitch, Oprah was down there getting her life too. Oprah had them tears. Boy, Whitney went in. Oh, God.
She did.
That
God
is-
bless.
oh
that
my
was one of the
God.
best interviews. I remember watching that. I remember
God.
getting home from work and they said, it's on. 4:00. Ready.
And I remember because she went down because she said she prayed and Oprah prayed too because they was trying to figure out if they was gonna be able to like have a good interview. And Whitney just was such a breath of fresh air.
I said, she's back.
She back.
She's back.
Man.
She's back. $1 Million girl. She back. Woo, nippy. Okay, we gotta change subject before I start crying.
And yeah, anniversary about to come up.
That's tough. I gotta. Okay, we gotta look. I'm already tearing because I remember that interview and I remember thinking, "Wow, my bitch is back."
I didn't know.
And then when they showed that bedroom where they had those devil eyes,
They showed it.
yes,
I remember them showing. I think she described it.
no, they showed it.
I don't think they did. They showed the devil eyes or just the bathroom. I don't think
They
they showed
showed
it.
the bedroom with the eyes. They had. How would I know? Like they.
No, because she described it. She
No.
said that's when Bobby Brown was doing drugs and Bobby thought he was Picasso, was painting eyes around the whole house. And then that's when they went and got
No, because
Bobby Christina.
They thought that she said that she felt it was evil.
Yeah, because Bobby Brown was painting the bitches on all the walls in the house.
But
Them
they
niggas was
showed. They
hot.
showed.
You may know. She just, they really did. She
Maybe
she described
I
it
saw
really,
it.
really well.
Maybe.
And then she said like you'll open up one, so it'll be eyes, but then she open up another cabinet, it'll be more eyes. Them niggas was so high and drunk all the time. Jesus Christ, I didn't know. I didn't know. She did. That's how she was acting. I loved her.
Jesus.
I love
Jesus.
Whitney.
God bless Whitney.
Okay, so this week, my Women Crush Wednesday is kind of a twofold. This person's my Women Crush Wednesday because, I'll just go into it. So this week's Women Crush Wednesday is Drucilla Winters from Young and the Restless.
Okay.
Drucilla was on
God
Young and the
bless.
Restless from 1990 to 2000. She left for 2 years, got back on Young and the Restless from 2002 to 2007. Drucilla, in short, was just that bitch. I mean, ain't nothing.
She was.
She married Neil Winter. Well, she started off as a ballerina. Mm-hmm. She escaped from her house because her mom used to favor her sister Olivia. I think their last name might have been.
Olivia.
You remember Olivia?
I remember. I wanted to be the Olivia.
I like Drew. Drew came
liked
in.
Olivia.
Drew was illiterate. A private investigator taught her how to read. That private investigator ends up marrying Olivia. She ends up meeting the businessman Neil, who worked at Newman Enterprises, because everybody apparently either worked for the Abbotts or the Newmans on Young and the Restless. So she ends up marrying well. She ends up working for like Jack Abbott, the Abbott's Cosmetics or whatever. Everything is going great. Well, then Malcolm, who was played by Shamar Moore, shows up. He's Neil's brother. So he has like this cute little crush on Drucilla, and them niggas end up fucking. After they end up fucking, well, she kind of was drugged too. She was like on like Robitussin, like NyQuil or something. Mm-hmm. So when they had sex, she kind of was like a little buzz and a little drugs out or whatever. But they had sex. She ends up getting pregnant. Them niggas like, we can't talk about you being pregnant. We just gonna say it's Neil, because Neil and Malcolm really did look like brothers. Shamar Moore and Kristoff.
They did.
That was a beautiful. That was a gorgeous thing.
Like, almost like twins.
Yeah, they look so good.
Yeah.
So they kind of just let it go. Malcolm ends up leaving to do. Shamar Moore ended up leaving to do whatever he was doing at the time. He come back, he hating, like, that's my daughter, I need a paternity suit.
Yeah.
They take the paternity suit, they find out that Lily is his baby. They like, all right, we need to keep this because it's going to kill Neil.
The drama.
And I need my husband, I fucks with my husband.
The drama.
Finally, it comes out, Lily and Neil finds out that Malcolm is the daddy. So then Neil was like, all right, Drew, you keep changing on me. You got this badass temper. You stay trying to check these hoes. I'm done. So he started messing with this chick named Carmen. And Drucilla was like, Drucilla said, I might have had a baby by your brother, but what you won't do
disrespect me.
You would not disrespect me. And you were not in this marriage over some shit that happened about 15, 16 years ago. So Drucilla and them, they having like a party, like a Christmas party at Newman Enterprises. And I remember he was there with the chick Carmen. And Drucilla showed up and basically turned up at the function. Like got drunk off her like wine and basically was snapping on that bitch. And so what makes it worse is Drucilla then breaks into like her apartment or whatever and destroys all her shit. So then somebody finds a video of Drucilla going into her apartment. They arrest Drucilla because they're like, you can't just be going into people's shit, burning their shit up. So she loses her job. Now she arrested for all this shit she done did down to this lady's house. And guess what Neil does? Neil leaves Carmen and is like, I'm going to stick by my wife. My wife needs me. And I'm like, that is a nigga.
That's a real nigga.
That's a real nigga.
That's a real nigga. Leave your side bitch and go to your main bitch. That's a real nigga.
Better.
You better.
That bitch said, you are not going to leave me. And I felt that hoe. I was like, you better not leave that girl. I haven't watched the stories in a minute, but I think I posted something on Recovering Party Girls, and somebody still watched Young and the Restless, so I was asking them about like different characters, and clearly everybody's still on there because if your ass get a job down to the soaps, you got a job for life. Like your ass lives and dies on that show
Forever.
So basically, I mean, Drucilla was just super pretty, and that was like the first thing I remember about Young and the Restless was was the first thing I remember about Young and Restless, of course the Newmans, but Olivia, Drew,
yes,
Malcolm,
Blair was
Neil,
my favorite.
They were just
wait, no, she was on.
I don't remember Blair. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know. And just the simple fact that she really did started off illiterate, and then she ended up actually becoming a businesswoman. Like her and Neil ended up owning a club, and they just end up having all these businesses together. And then I remember she went off and was like modeling with Lily. And then when she came back, like she had Lily. Her and Neil got mad because Neil wanted her to be a housewife and she wanted to work. So she's like, all right, I got you, nigga. I'm taking my child to Italy and I'm about to be a model. So she leaves for like a year or two. She come back. Neil all bugs out. He a drunk. He can't help it. He miss his family. So then like she rehabilitates him. And then, they fall back in love and they get married in Japan.
For putting us on.
Girl, my mom used to watch Young and the Restless. I used to
my mom too. My grandma too. 12 o'clock.
And Drucilla had the audacity to pose like nude, so Neil almost called off the wedding because she had like some old school Vanessa Williams ass pictures that came out. Just so much drama. I used to love that black ass family.
And I loved when they like drank out of those little glasses because my grandma always had those little glasses. Like those crystal glasses.
Oh, yeah.
And they would have their, like, drinks in it. And I would pretend like I had my water. Because, it's all you can drink at your grandma's house is water.
They always want to hog the juice. Like, can I get some juice? Let me go home.
All we had to drink was water. Especially if it wasn't lunch or dinner.
Right.
And
I need to go home where I can drink juice for free.
I would be drinking while watching it.
But the reason I chose Drucilla as the woman crush Wednesday is because the guy, Kristoff St. John, who played her husband, Neil Winters, died a couple of days ago. So when he died, like, it's so funny how people be a part of your life and you don't even realize it because you just know them. Like, I don't remember not knowing Neil and Drucilla and them because
remember not before. Because who were they? Who were you before them?
Yeah, because if Drucilla got on Young and the Restless in 1990, I was 4. So that's when your first memories. Yeah. So it's just like it's kind of how I felt about. Yeah, it's kind of how I felt about Whitney and Michael and just certain people. It's just like, wait, what do you mean?
Yeah,
like we grew up together.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, his son committed suicide, and they say he never really recovered from that. So they said it was no foul play. And they said alcohol was involved, so I have a feeling that he probably was taking
he did some drugs, or he mixed pills,
sleeping pills, and probably still was drinking too. And he comatose himself. Yeah, I feel like that's probably tough. And he still was fine because y'all know during Christmas I watched all the black ass Christmas movies or majority of them, and he was in A Christmas Cruise with Vivica Fox, and him and Victoria Rowell, who was actually Drucilla Winters. She's on this franchise called Chandler Christmas Movies, and he's on it too, and they were actually each other's love interests. So even this Christmas I seen like 2 or 3 movies with him in it. So like that was like the first person. I know he has 2 daughters and stuff, but I was like, damn, I know Victoria Rowell is sick
because that was her man.
That was like her man for I mean that's been her man since 1990 essentially. I mean her
20 years.
her TV husband. But so so I went to her page or whatever, and she had like all these pictures and like throwbacks of them in like the early 90s and like even their most recent pictures. And they just said he had a really, like somebody committed suicide like 4 or 5 years ago, and they said he really just had a very, very, very hard time.
I could imagine
getting through that. So, and he was 52, and
he looked good.
Kristoff St still looked good.
Good.
You hear me?
He's looked good.
And
with a capital T at the end.
And still on Young and the Restless.
With a capital T at the end.
And so shout out to Victoria Rowell's character, Drucilla. I think with her, she said she called out CBS and Young and the Restless and said their asses was racist. So she did. And I mean, I heard that about the soaps too. Because I mean, in reality, on Young and the Restless, the only black family was the Winters. At all them people. But she said like their cast and crew wasn't diverse. So when she called them out, basically she felt like they blacklisted her, which they probably did. She's right. She 9 times out of 10.
I can see it.
And because it was like, take this check that's gonna last forever and shut up.
Yeah.
But Victoria Rowell, I remember, I don't know if y'all remember this video with it might have been Babyface and Stevie Wonder. How come? How late? What's the name of that song? It's basically Babyface. It's like some chick being abused, and Victoria Rowell was a chick being abused, but the dude abusing her was Terry Husband from Soul Food. You don't remember that? How come? How late?
Is this
right now? No, girl, this is
too late.
Yes, they all have a second try. Yeah, bend up your heart is well. I don't know the name of the song. Yeah. And then her son is actually the son.
Yes, I remember that.
Maxine's son is Ahmad from Soul Food.
Ahmad, yes.
And man, I used to think I was ready to think about that video the other day too, because like plot twist, she ended up killing that nigga at the end. You remember that? Mm-hmm. He was beating the dog shit at Victoria Rowell. And Victoria Rowell was in, what's the name? Wasn't she in that Boys the Men video? It's like Lark, Lisa Turtle, Bendini.
Bendini.
Yep.
It was Bendini.
Yep. Victoria Rowell has been in these
She's out here.
She's been y'all.
She out here.
And she aged really well.
Good. Really good.
So
she's been drinking her water, minding her business.
So shout out to Young and the Restless, Drucilla Winters, and rest in peace, Kristoff St.
Yes.
All the prayers and blessings. He has 2 daughters, and just their whole entire family. That's 2 very tough losses in like a 4 or 5 year span.
Her dad and his brother. That's tough.
Yeah. So I guess moving forward, let me see. So what do you think about Demi Lovato and the 21 Savage?
I mean, I understand it. Black people can joke about black people. We can joke amongst ourselves.
What are you talking about? She's 1% African American.
But what I don't agree with is how people are attacking her for her addiction.
I don't like that either.
I think that's wrong. I mean, I get better
jokes because I never like when they talk. I always say this. I laughed like when Whitney Houston did acceptance speeches, and I laughed like show me the receipts. Yes. I laughed at stuff like that. Yes. I didn't laugh when people made like on Mad TV. I didn't laugh at stuff like that because it's like that's not. I mean, if y'all think it's funny, fine, because humor is subjective and jokes are subjective.
Absolutely.
But I didn't personally find it. I don't find that funny. I mean, and that's kind of how I feel about them calling that girl a crackhead. It was just like, why y'all calling this girl a crackhead?
Yeah, and then given the situation, like
because if that girl won't put herself off, which is possible.
She already ended.
You get what I'm saying?
She already deleted all her Twitter. And then,
But if she for real roll puts up off.
But what she retweeted was not warranted for that.
Crackhead! Don't get on your pipe, bitch!
I don't think that it was warranted.
And the thing too...
there were harsher memes for 21 Savage than what she posted.
I mean, I think it needs to also, because somebody was just like, well, what do black people want? Y'all don't want to be included. You don't want to be not included. Where do y'all want to be at?
Yeah.
I'm like, wherever we feel we need to be at that moment. I mean, that is it.
Very situational.
Because it's like we don't want to be included on this half.
Right.
But then we want to be included on this half. But we don't want other people to feel included.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, them jokes was funny. Y'all got them jokes off. And for y'all to kind of go out of y'all way to say she was laughing at the deportation. Y'all know she wasn't laughing. Now y'all don't be dumb.
She was laughing just like we were laughing.
Don't be stupid.
At them fucking memes.
Yeah,
because those memes were funny.
But
the situation is not funny, and
it could be both.
Up. Like
it could be both. The jokes can be funny about him literally claiming Atlanta and being
from the UK.
And then like for real, like a legit ass upper squat, like what? And then, but him being deported is not funny.
No, it's not.
They can exist together. Like, damn, he's about to get deported.
Yes.
But that nigga British. Like,
yes,
we can do both feelings. It's okay.
But
we're multifaceted people.
But I think that people are so fucking sensitive and like. You can't laugh. One person can't laugh, but the other person can.
But it's a black and white thing. That's all that was.
Yeah.
Even when they say, I mean, just like you said, like it really was because you white and you can't laugh.
You can't laugh at our jokes.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on now.
And that's the thing too, that we black people stay reminded y'all asses y'all ain't black. Like, whoo, Jesus, I don't even know why y'all fuck with us. I mean, I wouldn't. Like, we stay reminded.
You're not black,
Ariana Grande, 7 Rings came out.
I mean, Drake. Fucking Big Draco. Big Draco said you're a thief.
That nigga stayed on their neck.
That nigga went on her, retweeted her shit.
2 Chainz stayed on the neck.
Retweeted her shit and said, you're a thief.
That nigga retweeted her saying Rip Mac Miller on his birthday and told that girl she was a thief. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was just like, you couldn't find another tweet? Soldier Boy. All the tweets on this girl page.
Big Draco.
This one?
Big Draco said, you're a thief.
On the one that she's saying sorry to the boy that just died his damn self. Like, Jesus Christ. Y'all niggas are just ruthless.
Can't let that motherfucker live.
Y'all stay on necks. Y'all cut necks open.
Look, press.
Not even press. Y'all slashing people's necks. But no, it does. And like I said, black people, boy, we're going to remind your ass in a minute your ass ain't black.
And you can't laugh at black jokes.
You cannot laugh at black jokes.
But black jokes are funny.
Black people are funny.
Black people are fucking funny.
It definitely is one of those things. Like, because somebody said that about R. Kelly. They was like, damn. They went to work and they were like, man, I work with all white people, but I want to talk about R. Kelly, but I won't talk about R. Kelly with the others. And it's just like, we really do be like that. We literally...
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not.
Because they can't understand. They don't understand I Believe You Can Fly. They don't understand the level. They don't understand Step in the Name of Love. They don't understand.
It's just you don't.
Step side to side, round and round, dipping down. They don't understand the level of like blackness and connection.
I mean, I would have named something off TP2 if I was you, but neither here nor there. TP2 goes off. But
it's same difference. They're not going to relate.
No, but it's not
going to say something about TP2.
No, but not that. She didn't want to talk to them because she was just like, I'm not going to drag R. Kelly in front of no white people, because she was about to drag his ass. She actually from Chicago.
Yeah.
And she actually can't stand his ass, but she was just like, I'm not going to drag him with no white people though. And I'm like, wow, we really are like that.
Yeah.
We really don't like to talk about each other to the others. Wow. We would not. You might be trash as shit, but you would not be trash with these white people.
The whites. The whites.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, we really do be about that.
But I mean, you don't, but that's the thing, like, because I remember you saying something like about how, 70, what was it, like 73% of white women voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Even though Trump is trash, they're still gonna go.
Yeah,
with
but white women have realized a very long time ago that being white is better than being a woman.
So again, I think that's kind of
in
the same reference.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about. Everybody protects their own, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah.
Modern Family, love the show, have loved it for a while. I'm very happy. This next season will be your last season. Here's a few things. Love Phil Dunphy. Love them. Love the Dunphys. Claire, love her. Y'all been struggling to keep them kids in that show for a very long time. See, here's the thing about when you center a show around family and their children. When the children grow up and start to get college age and they need to leave, it's like you're trying to find a way to keep them involved in the show, because essentially if they're going off to college, they shouldn't be on the show. So I always found it amazing. Like Haley Dunphy, I get how she ended up coming back home because nobody thought she was going to finish college anyway. But like Alex and the rest of them kids, it's almost like, how did y'all manage to have them go to school but everybody still live in the same house and now it's just a bunch of grown adults? Mm-hmm. So Modern Family, you have been a great show. I've loved you for a very long time, 10 seasons to be exact. I'm not that upset to see you go. I'm just not. I mean, I'm going, and I still thoroughly have y'all on my DVR and watch y'all every week. Not sad to see y'all go. It was just, they were struggling to keep them kids. It's like everybody grown, but still living at home. And they'll find odd reasons to make them stay at home. Like right now, Haley's pregnant. So Haley found like some shithole to live in with her baby daddy. But then Claire was like, she can't live here. So then they moved back in with her. And then like Alex Dunphy was like a brainiac. So we all knew Alex was supposed to go to Harvard and basically act like she didn't know them niggas, because she spent her whole teen years saying, I can't wait to go to college so I can act like I don't know you niggas. And then she turns of age and y'all bring her back home. It's just like, okay, y'all gotta let this go.
Yeah.
But that's all shows though. I think the only show that did a good job with kids growing up and then the show still being a good show and having a parents is Sister.
Yeah.
Moesha was terrible last season or two.
I would agree.
One-on-one with, and then they always throw Ray J in. Back in the 90s, when they always go to college, Ray J find his stuff on their show. One-on-one, when Kyla Pratt, I can't think of her character name, when she had to like go off and they just remove Flex altogether, and it was just like, that's not what one-on-one's about.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's time. It's very much so time, Modern Family.
It's time.
Sister, y'all were legends. I don't know how y'all did it, but y'all found a way to keep the family together and yet have a full college life. Not everybody could do that. You watched the Super Bowl?
No, I boycotted it.
I mean, I was watching Grey's Anatomy.
I was asleep.
I did hit Maroon 5. Listen.
No, that shit where you said, no, Ebony posted something where she said, I saw nipples.
Oh,
what is it? Federal
Communications Commission.
I'm offended.
FCC, I've been trying to contact
I'm offended.
FCC, I have been trying to contact you all week. Nope.
Fucking cracking.
FCC?
I saw nipples.
Nah, I'm complaining. FCC, I've been trying to contact y'all all week. I'm trying to figure out, is that the type of entertainment you show children? I got questions, FCC. I'm offended. I watched the Super Bowl was children. I'm offended.
Children.
I'm offended, FCC. Who else?
I got complaints.
I do. I hit them up on Twitter. I hit NFL up. I hit Pepsi up because Pepsi the one who be doing the halftime show. Bitch, I got questions. FCC, CBS. Is there going to be an apology? I'm waiting on an apology. I saw nipples.
Two of them. As a matter of fact, I saw two.
Shit.
Duh. This shit was so funny.
Girl, the Super Bowl was trash anyway. So I was watching. I
caught the end of it.
I watched Chloe and Holly.
I caught the end of it.
I watched Gladys sing.
I caught the end of it. I caught it. I think it was fourth quarter. It was still 3-3.
Girl, it was terrible. I was watching Grey's Anatomy, but then like I would look at the updates on my phone or whatever. So I saw like, I didn't watch the halftime show. I was on TV. I saw like the later clips or whatever. And let me tell you something, NFL. And I'm not just saying this because I stand Janet Demita Joe Jackson, but I really just got a feeling based on the climate and looking at the tweets and what everybody was saying during the Super Bowl, it will behoove y'all to actually just let Janet perform again and apologize.
Y'all would probably get record.
They really would though.
Excuse me.
I
record
think
viewing.
Y'all's being really stubborn. Let
Janet perform again.
And let Colin play.
Y'all would get record.
But they
numbers,
being too stubborn because
y'all too white-headed.
Y'all
too white-headed.
Right. Because at the end of the day, what would be the harm in letting Janet perform again? Everybody thinks she deserves another performance. Y'all let Justin Timberlake perform. That pissed everybody off. So at this point, and the fact that
wasn't even great,
and the fact that like she was trending all on Sunday because now they're making it a Janet Jackson Appreciation Day. If I was y'all, I would be like,
capitalize off that.
So listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have like a whole thing where we apologize to her at the beginning of the football game, and then she's gonna go on and perform halftime, and then just let the shit go. Give the people what they want, because that's really what the people want.
That's what the people
and
want.
that's not even me just being a fan. I've seen that shit everywhere.
People want.
Hey man, y'all just
trash.
Y'all trash. Nobody want to see y'all trash ass game.
Nobody.
Y'all cheated the Saints in the first place.
Yep.
Just y'all, y'all just.
And that's why y'all got the worst viewership in 10 years.
And the lowest scoring game. Like y'all just been y'all
yeah,
boring.
like that was a trash ass game.
But
because when I looked at
it.
the score, so I looked at the score. It was fourth quarter. It was like what 10 minutes into the fourth quarter, and it was 3-3. I said, what the fuck?
Boring.
What was y'all doing?
Boring.
What?
They need to do better. They need some diversity training. But they ain't gonna have no diversity training. The NFL not gonna change over till about 15-20 years from now till they get all the racist people who own the teams die.
Yep.
I mean that's it. Everybody's gotta die.
All the racist people gotta die.
Yeah, they really just have to die. And hope they didn't raise their kids. And hopefully their kids use the internet enough to see diversity. Yeah, because y'all be raising y'all kids be racist as fuck.
Yeah.
So hopefully their kids are like internet savvy. So that's that on that. Fuck y'all.
I support Cap.
I support Cap. I've always supported Janet Demita Joe Jackson. If we being honest, I ain't seen it for the NFL since 2004, but that's just me. Speaking of white people making bad decisions, Grammys. I like Motown. I also understand that Motown came at a time where, black people were still kind of, looked over, but black people were really being looked over. And Berry Gordy was like, I'm about to get these niggas together and we about to just change the whole trajectory of music. Oh my God, Negroes, black people, Negroes, cars, Negroes, Detroit.
Coloreds.
Black people.
Colors.
Right. All that. It's y'all's 60th anniversary. Diana Ross is still alive. 4 out of Jackson 5 still alive and still touring. Gladys Knight still alive. Smokey Robinson's still alive.
Talk it.
It's so many. Mary Wilson's still alive. And whoever the third person that wasn't Flo still alive. How did y'all choose J.Lo to do the Motown tribute?
J.Lo's doing the Motown tribute.
J.Lo, I don't want to see J.Lo sing her own shit, let alone.
But she don't sing her own shit.
Ashanti sings her shit, yes.
Bitch, when I found that out,
Ashanti ass is all you.
I didn't know.
Ain't it funny?
I didn't know.
But you know what she does? She doesn't re-sing the song. She just sings on top of a lot of reference tracks. So whoever's singing the reference track is essentially helping her. I was
devastated.
Yep. Because you know what people get like when they be asking people when they're listening to songs, it's always like back in the day, the reason Toni Braxton ended up getting Love Should Have Brought You Home last night was originally because she was in the studio. They say, sing this song because we want to give it to Anita Baker. They played a song for Anita Baker. Anita was pregnant at the time. She said, well, let the girl who's singing it sing the song. And that's how Toni got it. So essentially what J.Lo did with some of that Ashanti music was Ashanti wrote these songs.
And she sang the hook.
It. So she sang the song.
Yeah.
So J.Lo could reference it. And J.Lo was like, nah, press record while you press play so we can play it together while I sing on top of it. So yeah, when she got that Icon Award on MTV, she should have thanked Ashanti.
But Ashanti said that. I'm excited because I forgot what she said verbatim, but she did.
Girl, because that one song she did sing by herself. Remember that song Ben? I Love You Ben or something like that. They used to play it on MTV. They used to play the ending of it on BET all the time.
And mind you,
I'm just gonna lose my mind. It's like, girl.
Now, granted, I do love J.Lo. I like
J.Lo.
I love J.Lo as a performer.
I was popping on the 6. Waiting for Tonight's my fave.
I went to see her in Vegas. She's amazing live, but when I heard that story, because I had never heard that story of,
Ain't it funny? She writing the video too.
But Ashanti said all of that is her vocals.
Yeah.
And I'm
J.Lo
just
sings on top of it.
Wow.
She sang on top of that girl vocals.
And I'm just like, yo.
She harmonizes with her vocals, yes.
I'm sick.
But that's the thing, like, I can't stand the fucking Grammys. Y'all play so goddamn much all the time. Like, I think we ask for simple shit. Motown.
But that's just like Christina Aguilera. Well, I don't know how long ago. Maybe like.
But I don't. And that was the thing.
Like they made Christina Aguilera, or they gave Christina. They gave her the Whitney Houston tribute.
But
she butchered it.
Jennifer Hudson actually did the Grammy one.
No, but I want to say it was maybe American Music Awards.
But I'm not even against. I'm not. If you're a soulful singer, I could almost relate to you getting out. I'm not saying, I mean, granted, I would prefer black people. Jasmine Sullivan's still alive. Fantasia, Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a whole bunch of other people. I wouldn't be against Adele. My thing is, find a range Jennifer Lopez can sing. Diana Ross ass ain't a vocal guy, but Diana Ross will give you a vocal that's better than Jennifer Lopez's. Diana Ross can hold some shit.
Agreed.
So whose song you gonna sing? I Want to Be Where You Are. Do you hear? Bitch, have you heard Michael sing Got to Be There? Bitch.
Can't see it.
I Want You Back Home? Like, okay.
I mean,
Mr. Postman?
I've heard J.Lo sing, Do You Know Where You Go? Because she sang that at her concert.
Terrible. And it sounds terrible when I sing it.
Very high pitch. A little higher than...
Terrible. Bitch, I don't want to see you and Pitbull dancing to a Motown tribute. Like, give me some niggas.
But that's not a Motown tribute.
Give me some niggas. I mean, Pitbull probably won't be in it, but just give me some niggas. Like, it's all these other people who really was influenced by Motown. And
I would do a way better job.
And even though I'm not going to say Motown was so big, of course, everybody knows the Motown songs and stuff, but it's certain people who lived and breathed that era and have been practicing Diana Ross songs and Motown music and Smokey Robinson music.
Yeah.
Listen to The Temptations.
Absolutely.
All this time. These motherfuckers was auditioning outside, but you had to have real fucking talent.
Yeah.
Not saying J.Lo is a backup dancer who can kind of almost hold a tune if y'all put a backtrack on her. No shade. And I like J.Lo.
And she can dance her ass off.
Waiting for Tonight was my shit. And it went...
Tonight. There's under value what we can get right before
I go off to that song right now. I go off to that song right the fuck now.
That's my song. Get right.
I'm not saying I don't like Jennifer Lopez, because I do. I also do think Jennifer Lopez assimilates to whoever she around, because all in her movies, all her kids be white. And when she was dating Diddy and them, she was just so heavy from the Bronx. And then she got with Ben, and she was Jenny. You know what? Neither here nor there.
She's with Alex now.
Yeah, babe, when she got with Mark Anthony, when she was with Mark Anthony, she was hella Latin, giving y'all Latin movies and Latin movies and albums
and Latin dances. Yes,
but I just kind of think that it shows so much that there is not diversity in all these areas and companies when shit like this happen. Because it's just no way y'all asses sat in a meeting and was like, who gonna do this Motown tribute?
Jennifer Lopez.
No, not Beyonce. No,
we've done her.
You know, Jackson 5 still touring. No, even though they're part of Motown and they're there at the beginning. Nope. Diana Ross is still alive. Maybe we should try to get Diana Ross and Mary Wilson together.
Somebody said, I got something better. Listen, hear me out.
Not Adele.
Hear me out.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Hear me out.
J Hood.
Jennifer Lopez. She's big. She's hot right now.
She's a person of color.
She's a person.
She's a
person of color.
You know that too, because she's not white, so we're not gonna offend nobody. No, bitch, we're still offended.
She's a person of color. So
we've got
the Latina with the soulful.
She does hip hop.
She does hip hop.
So
that's exactly how that board meeting went.
And
she's a person of color.
I'm talking trash, but I'm watching the Grammys to see if legend Toni Braxton get any of her Grammys. She has 3 nominations. Shout out to
I'm glad she got back with Birdman.
I'm very happy that we're one step closer.
Brian went on that stage and stood on that stage
looking like a nigga. But Birdman seems like the type of nigga you can't break up with. You know how some niggas like you break up with them, but they still just show up to your shit, and you just have to get back with them. I feel like he's like that. Like she broke up with him, but he still just pulled up to her house anyway, and she just come in. And then just the fact that on Instagram the other day he put like for life with a heart, and it's just like, wow, she really can't leave you. This is, I don't know, I'm being conflicted about stuff like that. I don't know if you find that endearing and charming or stalkerish.
Scared. You should be scared.
Because somebody was like, they planned that, but I seen the full video of her. She was like, all right, Atlanta. And then she looked over, and then that nigga looking like a thief in the fucking night.
And walking on stage.
And no, he was like on the side of the stage. And then she like just went ahead and told him to come out because he was like, but then he was on the side of the stage, but still enough on stage for him to be like, bitch, I see you.
I'm here.
Yeah, just in case. Because if I step back, you might not see me.
But just in case.
I'm here. Girl, I was like, you can't break up with that type of nigga.
Brian, that nigga.
You can't break up with a nigga like that. Them niggas dated for like 2 years. That nigga never posted her. That bitch posted her like a week ago for life. I'm like, wow, is this a thread? I was like, wow. A part of me, I was like, wow, this is really charming. And then the other half of me,
a thread?
like, that's a thread? Like, should we be getting sis help? Like, I don't know what
I'm to ice Toni if you need help.
Because I was just like, this is endearing, but maybe this is
sweet,
danger.
But I'm scared.
You was with this lady for like 2 years and never posted her on your IG. And you just...
This is sweet, but I'm a little nervous.
That nigga, I'm telling you, can't break up a nigga like that. That nigga probably got a tour bus right behind hers right now.
Yeah.
Every city.
Absolutely.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you at?
Who you with?
And that nigga know where you gonna be at anyway, because you got an itinerary.
Oh, and he
seemed like the type. He seemed like the type that don't even tell you he's showing up. Like he went to Super Bowl and then he just flew in right before your shit just to let you know I'm here.
He was at Super Bowl.
Yeah, I feel it. He seemed like that type of nigga who was at Super Bowl. She probably seen his ass at Super Bowl. Like, oh, that nigga in Atlanta. And then the next thing she do a show that night and that nigga. You know, there's some niggas you really can't break up with. And I've been trying to figure out, is this abuse or not?
Oh shit! Is that really love?
Yeah, is this love? Should we be in my sister? Should we get?
That love?
Should we get my sister help?
Shit.
He seemed like a type that still send you flowers even though you got a new nigga. He seemed like a lot. Certain niggas you really just gotta just stay with because it just makes more sense. It's just like, you know what?
It's safer to be with them. It's safer to be with them than without them.
Birdman seemed like the type that just show up backstage on your
hysterical.
ass. Your ass be performing. That nigga just in the front row. You like, nigga, what?
Brian, baby, well, you can call me what you want.
Listen, a platinum teeth. And the platinum ring.
Hey.
Yes, come on. I fucks with Cash Money. But I'm happy we might get our... Because I was really distraught about not getting our... Even though I still don't think we're going to get our... He Was Man Enough for Me, the Toni Braxton and Birdman wedding special. Because I still don't think she want to get married. I think she just want to fuck around. With him.
I don't think that we're going to get our wedding special.
But I still would prefer a show with y'all, even though they're going to have to put the captions on. Because we don't...
I don't know what Brian's saying.
I have no idea.
I have no idea what Brian's saying.
I have no idea.
I don't think Brian knows what Brian is saying.
Come here, girl. Like,
what's saying? All three of y'all gonna put some respect on my name.
Just
what?
But
all three of us.
It's kind of endearing though. Something about Brian.
Sweet. It's sweet.
Something about him kind of makes me.
Brian.
I raised my eyebrows to him, like, cause you know hood niggas be nasty too.
Hood niggas be very endearing.
They be nasty.
They're
too.
endearing.
They're some freaky niggas. Hood niggas are nasty.
They're very endearing.
And they real sweet when you actually, if they really F with you, they real sweet.
Yeah, and they hype you up. They gas you up.
They do.
They gas you up.
They nasty as shit too. Jesus Christ. That's so,
they support you, and you know, God bless them. God bless them.
She can't break up with him though, so he said for life. With a heart. And so it was kind of, the heart kind of threw me off because the for life scared me. But then when I seen the red heart, I was like, oh.
Bitch, that's for blood.
Oh, I ain't know.
With that blood gang, girl. That's gang shit.
I ain't know.
That's gang shit.
Ain't no, sis.
Yeah, that's
Let
gang
me know,
shit.
sis.
That's all it is. That's gang shit.
Okay, guys. So, enough of all that. This week, we're recovering from making the same mistakes. If you know better,
you do better.
That's what Maya's told us.
But what if we don't know better?
What if you do and still don't? So
what do we do?
What's an ongoing mistake you think you constantly make?
I think the ongoing mistake that I constantly make is not asking for help.
has okay.
Not asking for help.
But why won't you ask for help if you know that's your mistake, right? Why won't you? Because you know insanity is doing the same thing
over and over again,
expecting a different result.
I think it stems from childhood. Honestly, I think it's
all roads lead to your childhood.
Everything, everything leads to your childhood. I think growing up, I don't know. I feel like maybe I wasn't supported, and when I did ask for help or when I did say that I needed something, I never got it. And then, or it was like, I remember this. I'll never forget this moment, and I think this is probably what made me like say I would rather struggle than to ask somebody for help. My stepdad, at the time I had went back to Corpus for maybe about a month, and I had my stuff with my dad, and my stepdad had promised me like the whole week that he would help me get my stuff from my dad's house. Because of course, you know, I didn't have enough room in my car to get my dresser and all that shit. But, you know, my stepdad had a truck. So I remember he kept saying, on this day, like this night, we're going to go get your stuff. I'm going to get your dresser. We're going to get everything back in the house. So that night came, and I remember he was sitting on the edge of his bed, and he was folding clothes. I said, hey, you know, I'm ready. You know, let's go get my stuff. You know, my dad said he's ready, whatever. He's just like, I'm busy. And I said, you're folding clothes. You're not that busy. And he was just like, I'm busy. So I said, okay. So I walked away. I went back in my room, and I was like, okay, well, shit, I really fucking need my dresser. I need my shit. So I waited maybe like 20, 30 minutes, and I went back into his room. I said, hey, you promised me that you would help me get my shit. Like, you promised me. Like, you sat there and you promised that you would help me get my stuff. So I'm ready. My dad's ready. My stuff is ready at his house. So, you know, like, let's go. And mind you, my mom and my stepdad lived maybe 5-10 minutes away from my dad. So it wasn't a drive. It wasn't anything like super like complicated. And he just looked at me. He goes, I'm busy. And at that moment, I think that that's maybe where that like this energy came to me, because I said, fuck you and fuck this house. And I remember my mom, she came out of the room, so she was in another room, and she came out of the room when I said, fuck you and fuck this house. And she was just like, what's going on? I was like, he fucking promised me that he would fucking take me to go get my dresser, and now he's fucking folding clothes, telling me that he's too fucking busy to do shit. I'm done. And she was just like, she couldn't say anything. Like, she was just like, oh shit. Like, I lost my shit. Like, I really lost my shit. And so, I mean, at the time I had a 97 Buick Century.
Come on.
I'll never forget. Candy apple red. It was beautiful. Peanut butter on the outside.
Come on.
Peanut butter on the inside.
Come
jelly.
on,
And I remember I went to my dad's house. I was infuriated. I was so angry. And I sped to my dad's house, got to my dad's house, and my dad had my dresser out on the porch, and the dresser was huge, and I dragged this fucking little me, just dragging this fucking dresser, and my dad was just like, well, how you gonna put it in your car? You ain't got no room. I said, I don't fucking fit it in that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Well, did you fit it in?
I did. I scraped the shit out of that dresser, and I stuffed it in my dad, like, it's like in those moments you get so angry that like you have this like superhuman strength, and I just shoved it in the back of my trunk, and I think I drove like maybe 5 miles an hour because I didn't have one of those harnesses that so my trunk was going up and down. You know, it was, I mean, I was just so angry. And I just kept thinking, like, I will never ask anybody to do anything fucking for me. I will never do that. And when I got back to my mom's house, I mean, it's just me. I pulled this dresser out of the trunk, and I remember dragging it through the mud. And I opened up the garage, and my stepdad, he comes out. He goes, "Do you need some help?" And I go, "Fuck no, I don't need no fucking help." And he just looks, and he was just like, "Okay." And I'm dragging. He was like, "You got mud all over the bottom of your dresser." I said, "Good. I'm getting it all over the house." So I drag my dresser into my room, which was like right by the garage or whatever. So it's like mud dragging all over the place. But I was so angry. I just remember being so fucking angry. And I just remember at that point, I said to myself, I'll never ask anybody for anything. I will do it myself. Even if I have to fucking suffer. If I have to suffer and if I have to go without, I will go without. But I'm never going to depend on anybody. And it's about to make me cry because that shit was like, I was so upset about that. And I feel like to this day, like I'm really going to cry. Like to this day, I feel like
this
that
is a breakthrough episode. This is a breakthrough episode.
Dead ass. Like,
I don't even have tissue to give you. This is such a shit show. On the red table talk, they keep tissue around.
But no, seriously, I just remember being so angry. And my mom, she like tried to justify his actions. And I'm just like, no. Like,
she's still married to him?
She stayed married to him that like maybe 10 years.
Oh, okay.
And she tried to justify his actions by saying, oh, you know, well, maybe you didn't do this or maybe you didn't that. And I said, no. He said something. He didn't keep his word. Mm-hmm. Your word is all you fucking have. Mm-hmm. Like, if you say you're going to fucking do something for somebody, you do it. Like, that's it. Like, if you say you're going to be there for somebody, you be there. Do it. I don't give a... Like, I don't care. And his reasoning and his logic, like, his excuse was folding clothes. Mm-hmm. And you're protecting that. You're saying that that's okay. Like... After that, that's when I was just like, you know what? I can't. Like, I don't even want to, like, I wouldn't. And I think that is something that hinders me to this day.
So what I'm hearing is your childhood trauma.
Look, I'm crying.
What I'm hearing.
Look, I'm crying. That's trauma. That is trauma to me. Oh. Like dead ass. Like, I think that is one of my...
You have to let that go, sis. Because the thing is...
It's hard, man.
It is.
It's hard. That's hard.
I get what you're... I hear what you're saying.
I am. It's hard.
I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. But, I mean... You need to put a limit on how many times you would ask somebody for help. So ask somebody once, because people don't be forgetting when you ask their ass for shit. That's what I learned. Yeah. If you ask somebody to do something, them niggas always remember.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, your mama, your sister, your cousin, your best friend.
Yeah.
Maybe put it where like I'll ask them twice, and after twice I'm not, or like once and a reminder. I'm gonna ask you to do something, and I'm gonna follow up with a reminder. But now after the reminder, I'm backing away. Yeah. Because there's no point of trying to go through life when there's so many people around you who can help.
Absolutely.
And you never know who could be that person.
Absolutely. And that's what I've learned. Like, I've learned that there are people that will help you. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, and it's crazy because like people will say, like people will have done things for me without me asking. And even though I know that I need it, mm-hmm. people have just done shit for me.
Closed mouths don't get fed. Ain't that what Ronnie said?
It is. And that's very true. Closed mouths. And I feel like maybe that's why I am where I am in my life, because I refuse to ask for help for people.
You should, though. You will really... So many doors, and people have a wealth of information about a lot of random stuff. Like
look, I feel like I'm on my I'm
real,
I'm opening up. I'm opening
you
up
are
right now.
no, for real, because I remember like when my cousin went to college. Based on me going to college, I was the person who was doing his financial aid. I did his financial aid for like all 4 years. I basically pretended to be my auntie for like 4 years. Like when it came down to all his stuff that came down with school, I knew his social security number. I knew all that nigga's information. Still do. But she came to me because it's like, okay, you went to school. You have this knowledge that I don't have.
Yeah.
So you have to like ask people for help, because you'll be amazed how very smart people are in certain things that they just did fly by night. Like if you ask me about putting up a podcast, I can help somebody with that. That's some random ass knowledge.
Yeah.
Just random. But so you have to like kind of, and like I said, maybe you need to put like a cap on it. Maybe ask somebody, remind somebody, and then move away.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I people do. Okay, I do think for the most part people don't forget, and then you have some people who really just have a lot going on, so it might slip their mind. But you know those type of people. I have friends like that.
Yeah.
Like it's just, when you tell her something, she puts it in her calendar right then. Because if she don't, she won't remember. So having to go back to her isn't out the ordinary, because I know her personality traits.
Yeah.
So maybe you just need to do it that way, because it's no point. You're not gonna make it through the world by yourself.
No.
And you're not meant to make it through the world by yourself. Hence why you have family and spouses and kids and friends. You're not supposed to. Life shouldn't be that hard. Life should be a funner ride. And it's so many people out here with all this information. You shouldn't have to feel alone and have to figure out by yourself.
Yeah.
And certain things, and for me, I know I've created a lot of mess in my life before. So I go those situations alone. But it's like I went to DUI alone. But then again, me calling somebody saying I got a DUI wasn't that quite of a shocking situation. and me and my mom had to talk about it. I was like, well, how you figured I could do it? She was like, you still my kid. I knew you'd be all right.
Yeah.
And it was just like, that was it. And that was it. My mama didn't ask no more questions. She didn't ask me how I got the money. She didn't ask my mom. And I always say this, my mama didn't start talking to me about the DUI until about 3 months ago. And I was like on my last leg of probation by the time she really started having a conversation. And not even the details of the DUI, just how's probation going when you get off type of conversations. So I do think some things in life you do need to go along if you created the bullshit. Yeah. But sis, you need to ask for help.
I'm trying, girl. I'm trying. That is my toxic. I think my toxic trait is that I don't ask for help from people. I suffer in silence. And
you shouldn't when you have friends. It's no way in hell you say you got 10 best friends since high school that you suffering in silence. That makes no damn sense. Yeah. You built a community of friends. You should not have to suffer in silence, period. Yeah. Not with a whole bunch of people around you like that.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm showing up to weddings and shit. You should not suffer in silence. You shouldn't. I don't really believe in it. And not saying that you don't suffer in silence in some situations. Because you do. I suffered a DUI in silence. It's a lot of stuff I've cried.
I didn't tell my best friend about my DUI until I actually got on probation.
Yeah, there's certain things that you have to go alone. But just because you went 2 streets alone don't mean you have to do the whole journey by yourself.
Come on, word.
That's the truth though. I feel like it's a lot of journeys that I needed my mama. My mama held my hand. And it's some journeys that she had to let my hand go and I had to do it alone. And then there's some journeys where I pick up a friend or two who had my DUI talk to you. Me and you weren't even that close. We knew each other from partying. Yeah. But on the road to a DUI, you were comfort because I knew you had also had a DUI. So essentially, so I picked you up on the road, on the journey. Yeah. The journey just be consistent with ever flows. Sometimes you have to tell people to hold on because they don't understand it. It was some people I couldn't talk to about a DUI because they was too hyped about me getting off. Well, drink it up. And it's just like, no, bitch, that's the problem. The drinking.
That's a problem.
And then you got some people who so judgy that you don't want to open up because you just, I just need somebody who can relate. Yeah. Or, you know, and if you have a person in your life, I always say, I'm kind of lucky for me. For the most part, I can talk to my mama about anything. Yeah. I'm about 95, 96% on my mama. But then I lucked out for what I can't talk to my mom about. I have a really close aunt I can talk to about anything. So, you need to find a person, the person, that person. I just don't think you should. I think it's unfair to you to 10 friends and suffer in silence.
Yeah.
And I also think it's unfair if you meet all these people and you're having fun with all these people, you can't use them for help at some point.
Yeah.
For something.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about a good turn up either.
No, for real. Like, I started opening it up to certain people, but for the most part, that is something that I've come to realize is something that I need to change.
And what you want to do with your life too, you're gonna have to.
I have to.
I mean, it ain't gonna be no other way. You're gonna need to network.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're gonna need to meet people. You're going to have to ask for help.
Yeah.
You're not in a space. It's not like you went down to TSU and joined their film school or whatever they got down there, where you're just gonna meet a bunch of people just day in and day out. Yeah. You're doing something that isn't everybody around you norm.
Yeah.
You it's crazy. This podcast, how many motherfuckers I met randomly on Twitter, and somebody said, if you put the energy out there, then boom. And it really was like that. Yeah. It was like, hey girl, this is what you need to do. Oh no girl, this is what you need to do. No girl, I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. And it really was just like this group of people I just randomly found. So I mean, that is it's very true. You have to be open and then very receptive, because if you don't, if you're the type of person who don't like asking for help, when somebody try to give you help, you probably shut them down.
I do.
And it'd be like, bitch, I'm just trying to help your ass.
I do.
And see, I'll be that type of nigga, like, bitch, what? I'm just, okay, whatever.
I do.
Never help you again, bitch. Look, you're done.
I do.
You're toast. You're toast. Shout out to Melinda, the legend.
But I recognize that. I acknowledge that. And I'm working on that. Like, I'm really, really working on, I'm very consciously working on that, because I don't want to be like that. Like, I know closed mouths don't get fed.
They don't. Ronnie said it.
I'm not where I want to be because I don't ask for help. Because I know I could be further along if I were to ask for help. But because of my reluctancy to do that, I can't. I'm not where I should be. I'm not where I want to be. And, that's just something that I have to do with myself, whatever. But I know that I'm working on that. But, that's just my thing.
I think my mistake. The type of niggas I like is one. It's an ongoing problem. And recently, I really have a very big fear of getting into old drinking habits. Because I know ain't nothing good come from that shit.
Yep.
And I really was just like, looking at my bank account the other day, it was like, wow, happy hours are expensive. Cocktailing's expensive.
It is.
And niggas. And then it's like certain things just go hand in hand. Cocktails and niggas go together. So I make bad decisions with niggas sober. Imagine me cocktailing with niggas.
A lot of bad decisions.
I was really thinking about that because somebody was just like, there's like, you really don't be taking nobody seriously. I was like, because I know the type of niggas I be hollering at. Like, I was like, I have a type. I know my type when I see my type. My loins feel my type when I see my type. I was like, I know ain't no good gonna come out of it. I was like, so a lot of me is just like, you still on this shit?
Girl.
And then, then a new nigga walk in. Hey. Like, girl, how are you still on this shit? How do you still like, you genuinely like fuck boys and fuck niggas? Like, who hurt you?
Sorry,
Jesus Christ. I still like the same shit. And I know, that's when somebody was like, why did you take such a sabbatical? I was like, not that I said I didn't stop talking to niggas. I stopped taking niggas so seriously because I knew what type of dudes I was going after. I was like, I nothing good comes out of it when it goes terrible. And it's gonna go terrible. It always goes terrible with fuck boys. And my temperament ain't set up for that.
So what do you think is going to help you? Like,
no, I'm definitely gonna marry a fuck boy and just complain about it.
That's just me.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. You ain't even gotta tell me. Nah, I mean, because I think that will be it though. For real. I was thinking it the other day. Like, on certain guys, I'm just not attracted. I won't be.
Is it personality wise?
I think it has a lot to do with personality.
Do you think it has something to do with your dad? Like
No, because I don't
like. Okay, so like you know how they say like a daughter, like if you don't have like a good relationship with your dad, you always look for a dad, like your dad's personality.
I don't really know that nigga personality. I mean, I know that nigga. I know my daddy, but I don't know my daddy in a space of like I know my mama socially.
Right.
I don't really know my daddy socially outside of like what I've heard. Yeah, him being my dad, or what maybe I've heard tidbits of stories, or because I really know him around his family. So I know him around his family wouldn't be him in the regular life in street. But I do think he is.
Do you think he's a fuck nigga?
I mean, based on life. Based on the two examples I have, yes, I would say he's a fuck nigga. But with that being said, there's a lot of fuck niggas too. So we just in a world full of fuck niggas. I don't know what to tell you, sis. It's a fuck boy world. In a 90s kind of world.
In a 90s kind of world, there's so many.
Fuck boy, keep your head up. Yeah, keep your head up. That's right. Yeah, okay. Nah, but I think a lot of me likes. I still like the guy that everybody likes. Mm-hmm. I always say like my love life be flavor of love. Like it's something about winning that's always gonna be the death of me. Mm-hmm. It's something about knowing that I beat out
that nigga.
These hoes. That's always gonna be an attraction for me.
Okay.
Like, oh, he popping? Oh, these bitches checking?
Come here.
It's like literally have me.
Yeah.
And I realize that with like the male friends I choose very
yeah.
I don't want to use the word flamboyant because they're not necessarily flamboyant.
Affluent.
That's a good no. It's something like they're charming, and I know they're charming, and they charm everybody around, and you know people want to gravitate to them because they're so fun. And it's something about it.
Charismatic.
I like charismatic. I like something about it. Just beelines me that way, like. Oh. Yeah. Everybody, he's telling a story. Everybody's, who is this? Who is this?
Everybody's listening?
He at the bar ordering 6 drinks. Who is this nigga? Who?
It's only 3 of us.
Yeah, who is this nigga? What's your name? But that literally will be the death of me because of my temperament. And I know it. But I can't help it. It's like, I want to play with the fire so bad. Like, I have to literally stop myself sometimes when I be out. Like, I literally be like, don't do it. Don't. God damn it, Ebony. And I'll be like, no, what's your number? My name's Ebony. I'm from Florida. I'm a Taurus. I'm 32.
Oh my gosh.
It's something about it. And even when I look at like the guys I date, it has always been it's something about the struggle of winning. And my mama even went as far one day saying, she was like, you don't be like your niggas to some bitches around. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, no. Everybody I've known you to date, you were more interested when you thought somebody else was interested. And I was like, who wants to be in that type of toxic ass shit?
So why do you feel like you're so competitive? Like, why do you feel like you're competitive?
It comes out. I don't know why. And it's true. It's been a couple of guys that were actually nice guys that really were into me. And I was like, man, whatever. Oh, but who is this girl?
I'm into you.
Trajectory. You want to see me in love? Put a girl in the room. Wait, what? who man she think she about to get? And then like the phoenix rises in me, and now I'm just like hard eyes. It's just like, why do you need the dysfunction though?
I wonder.
I don't know why.
Have you thought why?
I thought maybe for a long time because I had a big personality. I liked a big personality, but it doesn't even necessarily. You don't have to be like louder than me or whatever. It's something about that charming ass nigga. It's just something about, and the thing is, it's more personality than looks too, because I've seen super attractive men that I wasn't attracted to. Like Shamar Moore can walk in, but if Shamar Moore ain't got the flair, it's something about the flair I feel. It's something, and it's not like they're loud and they not like, you know how Africans be wearing like the flashy Gucci and stuff. They could be
hardy.
Yeah, they could be like plainly dressed, but it's something, I know it when I see it. Like they walk in, it's something very like smooth and debonair, and it's very, come here, let me, I got your drink. I got you. It's like, it's smooth talking, and I know,
like low.
Yeah, and I know I'm being smooth talk too the whole time. It's like, because I'm not a dumb girl, so I'm being smooth talk, knowing like I'm being smooth talk, but then it's just like I can't help it. It's like it engulfs me, and that would be the death of me. I know it will be. I know. I honestly feel like I'm gonna be married to, like, because people was like, I think Tiny can do better. And not that I don't. I do think Tiny, I think with Tiny and T.I., Tiny wouldn't want it any other way.
No.
She'd rather have all that. I'm talking about, she'd rather check bitches, get this nigga together. She'd rather have all that. That is my fear. To, like, stay in such this type of space in my mind that when I get married, even though y'all gonna be like, Ebony, you could do so much better, like that nigga stay, and I'll be like, nah, that's my nigga, I love my nigga, and
we gonna be together. I'm
but
the wife.
then I kick up a notch when it's competition. So when it's cool at the house, I'm just like, this is kind of boring. But then something happened, I'm like, oh my man, my husband, I'm in love.
My husband.
It's like the nigga gotta sleep with the girl down in Winn-Dixie for me to be interested. Like, who wants to be this toxic? Nigga gotta be talking to the bitch from the school for me to be like,
I see you, nigga.
Right. Nobody want the time for that. Girl, I want to be all in that.
That's a good point, because I feel like she only flares up and like does.
I feel like she would be bored if they were just happy. Like, I feel like they have these spans of just, he ain't doing shit and they just being happy. And in the span of those, not saying I don't think she doesn't enjoy it, but I also think she enjoys the moment where it's at that brink of
that they're clashing.
Yeah. And not that
he's fighting.
Yeah, they fighting. I think she kind of enjoys it. And I understand that's toxic, and I'm describing it in my head. I'm like, that's so toxic. But I
can understand that.
I almost feel like I might be that way too. Like, I could have a happy moment. It could be all peaceful.
Like, your nigga could cheat on you and you be like, nigga, I'm beating hoes up.
Yeah, like, I feel like we can be happy one week and a month goes by, and then it's just like, you ain't cheating on me? You ain't doing nothing?
You're not doing nothing yet?
You're not doing nothing? I ain't gotta snatch somebody up? Like, we happy. Cause I feel like a bit of people be liking the I remember this one guy in particular I used to date. It's the brink of insanity where I'm about to lose it and he about to lose it, and we right at the brink. And then it's just like, okay, we're good now. And it's like, and I would hate to be addicted to that, like,
that mentality.
Because it's toxic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my. And I know it. I see it when it walks in the room. I know it from the guys I hang out with, how I essentially pick the personalities I date to be good friends with.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe doing that would curve it.
But it doesn't.
But it doesn't, because they still my friends and I ain't messing with them. So it's like,
I'm toxic.
I'm toxic. I'm a toxic individual. What can I say? I'm relationship toxic, very.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, that's my ongoing, but that's why I chilled on like dating so heavy and trying to like
find Mr. Right.
Right, because I already know Mr. Right.
Right by Mr. Right.
I ain't gonna do right by Mr. Right, and I'm gonna be like, what's Mary's song? Mr. No Good. What's one?
Mr. No.
Mr. Too Damn Good.
Mr. No Good.
Mr. Whatever Mary.
The one with Drake on it.
Yes. Mary and Drake. Let's.
It's so good.
Good boys ain't no fun. Mary knew.
Good boys ain't no fun.
Mary knew me, because I was like, Mary.
And what did she say? Fun boys ain't no good.
Girl, what is the name of the song? The One. It's not called The One.
No.
Mr. Wrong?
Mr. Wrong. That's what it's called. Mr. Wrong.
Girl.
Good boys ain't no good.
Good boys ain't on phone. I mean, they're not. Yeah, Mr. Wrong. They just not. So that's like mine.
I think it's just person. I feel like that's kind of like you need somebody that is going to challenge you. You need somebody that is going to not necessarily
make a bitch feel safe.
Well, I mean,
I
think that you need somebody that is going to challenge you in because you have a personality. You have a very lively personality, and you need somebody that is going to make you not necessarily, not like in the sense like you need to shut the fuck up, but like you just need somebody to challenge you.
Yeah.
And you need somebody that's going to make you be like, I'ma chill. Y'all. Yeah. I'ma chill.
I don't need somebody who will add to the fire. Yeah. Don't add the fire already. I'm already.
You're already a bonfire. You're fire. But you need somebody that's going to make you be like, y'all, I gotta chill. I gotta calm the fuck down. I gotta calm down. Like,
but I think that might be work I need to do, because I think naturally I don't think I will meet somebody who would make me be like, all right, let me just take a break. Let me just go. I think that's inner work and not nigga work.
No, and that's true, because it is.
But because I know it's me, because I remember deliberately some dude I was talking to, I heightened the second he played me. Like, he got caught up with some chick and everybody told me, and I was like, wait, what? The nerve of you. And it heightened, and all of a sudden I can't sleep and I like him and I want to be with him.
But imagine a guy where everybody wants him, but he only wants you.
Girl, them niggas don't be existing. Them niggas still be tricking off.
I'm just saying, no. Like, what?
But then I think I wouldn't be as interested, though. It's something.
But you don't know. What if he's on your neck?
I'm telling you.
What if he's on your neck, Ebony? I'm just saying.
No, but it's something about... It's something about the bullshit too. That's what I said. It's like,
but what if it's not? What if it's just something that you're used to?
No, but the thing is too, certain guys are just gonna have bitches and have a certain type of personality.
Right.
Those are the personalities I go for.
Right.
So that's a nice equation how you put it. But naturally, you pick a man who has charisma, who has money, who's charming, who's funny.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna have bitches. Yes, he's gonna have bitches. That's just it.
You're gonna have bitches. And my friend said this in college. We were in college.
I agree.
And they started saying, like, dudes at the club, who you gonna, like, who will holler at who? And everybody basically was like, Ebony gonna get that one nigga. Like, when they described it, it was me to the T. And I was like, I really be out here being a mess. that shit was there 10, 11 years ago.
But I honestly think that if there, because you're a smart person, you're very witty, and you need somebody that can go back and forth with you.
They don't mean nothing if you ain't got no hoes. Oh shit! Wow, I'm really showing my toxicity. Jesus Christ. Mean nothing, ain't got no hoes, sis.
Wait, okay. Well, listen. He will have hoes, right? He gonna have hoes in the beginning, but when he meets you, he's gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna do right by her.
But this be the problem.
Because she the type that's gonna pop off and she gonna cut me, and I don't have time for that.
I can't be cutting people now. I got too many charges prior.
But you can.
Okay, but this is the thing. All that part is fun. We not the other bitches. Winning is fun, right?
But when you win, you get tired.
If I win, do I get tired? Luckily for me, not luckily for me, terrible word choice. But I guess I have weeded out people in one Flavor Flav's clock, right? But as time happened and stuff happened, people still popped up randomly. So there was never like a definitive like year or two where it was just nobody.
But I mean,
it was always something. It was always something where like, nigga, what you just did?
But I mean, that is the spice of life, is it not?
but I'm getting too grown to be that type of spice is like.
But like, if a nigga is like shunning that, right? Like if a bitch pop up, like you're dating a nigga that's like your match, and some bitch pop up 6-12 months into y'all's relationship, and he shuns her. That's still equivalently. But you're still winning, right?
Yay, but Is he really shunning her? And just the type of personalities I date, I already know these niggas ain't.
Because I feel like a nigga is going to come into your life and he's going to handle you.
I mean, but I've had that happen. I've always dated guys
he's going to handle you, and I feel like he's going to just like...
No, I've always dated guys who are dominant, because that's the first thing I look for too, because I know I'm dominant, so I naturally need somebody who I like them physically bigger than me, and I like them to like be able to kind of have not the final word, but enough for me to be like, all right, this nigga, and then I just go ahead and let him have it. But
I tell you to sit down.
Now the problem is, I don't know why hoes have to be a part of this equation all the time, but you know, whatever.
You just want to I think that you just want a nigga that you know everybody wants.
Yeah, I mean that's the spice of life. It's no fun if everybody don't want him. What I want that nigga for if everybody don't want him? No. You should have these streets rattled. The streets should be talking.
The streets should be rattled.
The streets should be rattled. You fucking with Ebony. The streets is rattled. I need bitches to be crying about that shit. Like I've been trying to hold that nigga for 2 years. I need to know that your ex-wife is sick. Where your baby mama at? If she crying under the bed, bitch, you got with me.
She has to be sick.
I need a bitch to be sick. I need bitches to be comatose. I need bitches to need medicine. I need bitches to be like, wow, her, me, her, and I want to be like, yes, sis, me,
bitch.
Now what? yes, I do. So
he's out there, sis.
That nigga you described. That toxic ass relationship you just described. That's it.
He's out there.
Now I knew that with the last boy who ghosted me and shit. Like his baby mama calling me heightened me, and I really hated the fact that I wanted to tell her like, leave me alone because you about to make me go into overdrive.
That nigga lied.
That nigga did lie about that plane ticket. I don't.
Nigga lied to you.
Well, it was a plane ticket.
That nigga lied.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to relive it.
That nigga lied to you.
Oh my God. So essentially people break your somebody said that mistakes ain't nothing but habits and when you keep repeating them. So
look, I'm starting to ask for help. I'm saying, hey, I need $200 to use habits.
Hey, I need $75. And honestly, I know I still sound like trash, but I do swerve a lot of these niggas. The second I feel it in my soul, I do swerve. Not all, but I have swerved a good amount of these niggas because I know.
Oh, shit.
And if it means anything to y'all, I decided I wasn't going to be like super trying to fall in love with these random niggas either because I do that too. I'd be like...
Yeah, I'm quitting.
It's mess. Look, I love it.
Look, you know, love is a good thing, Ebony.
It is a great thing. Just, I mean, the type of niggas I like, I don't need to...
you don't need to love them.
I just don't need to be... I don't need to be head first in that shit, and I tend to head first a lot of times in a lot of that shit.
Yeah, we all do.
I'm a mess out here. But as far as your mistakes, kids,
let's work on it. Let's work on our issues. Let's all work on it together.
Acknowledge your issues first, because some of y'all like to walk around. If y'all know something happening every time, if you are getting the same results, that is a mistake, and you borderline insane.
You are insane.
You are. They do say that is insanity.
That is insanity. And you know, sometimes we have to look at things consciously. We have to be like, sometimes I feel like a lot of people are on autopilot. Like they're just like going through their life without, like just going through shit and without thinking or like, why am I doing this? Mm-hmm. Why is this? Why do I have this habit? Why do I keep putting myself in these same fucking situations?
And I was thinking that the other night when I was partying. And I was just like, nothing good came from this. Yeah. Nothing good.
Yeah.
Nothing good.
I think that I ask myself this a lot. Why do I keep putting myself in this situation when I don't have to be? And I think when you...
Is it easier?
Is it hard? I feel like it's a habit. Mine's a habit. And I think a lot of times, like, we just need to be more mindful because I feel like a lot of people are just on autopilot and they don't know that they're doing certain things that are they're like toxic to themselves or self-sabotaging. Mm-hmm. And I think once you acknowledge that self-sabotaging behavior, you are more likely to change it.
And take it one day at a time,
yeah,
too.
and you can't be hard on yourself.
So I read somewhere when they were talking about mistakes, they was like, hold on, let me find it, because I feel like I read it right before you came in. Wait for it. Basically, I can't find it. Basically, they were like, you keep making the same mistakes because you keep pitying yourself. Mm-hmm. So, like, for me, like, before I got the DUI, I felt bad about drinking, but then I started drinking about feeling bad about drinking. Mm-hmm. And now I'm just turning up every day.
Yeah.
So understand that everything's one day at a time. So you just need to do what you need to do the first day. And then if you don't make it through the second day, that's fine. There's always a third day. But don't like keep yourself stuck in a box. Don't dwell on your mistakes.
You can't.
You can learn.
Yes.
And not that you need to forget your mistakes, because somebody was telling me, like, if you don't dwell on your mistakes and then you kind of forget about them so quickly, you'll keep making them. Yeah. But then on the other hand, if you dwell in a mistake, you'll keep making a mistake because you keep bringing that energy back into it.
Yeah.
So just at
you have to accept that you made a mistake.
Yeah.
And then the conscious choice to do better.
And if you fall short on Monday, don't mean you won't fall short on Tuesday. You just really, everything is just moving forward.
Because I remember when I got off probation and like maybe a couple of days later, I got like super fucking drunk. Like I was drunk driving, woke up the next morning and I started crying. Because I'm just like, yo,
you learn shit.
What the fuck? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, because I remember I woke up and I like when you wake up drunk, you looking for your keys,
you looking for your car,
your wallet.
You trying to make sure you trying to make sure you hit that. Yeah, you walk around your car.
Look,
you get crashed. You walk around your car. You gotta walk around your car, make sure you don't dance. You be like, oh. And then if it's something small, you be like, whoo.
Good. Good, because you start thinking like, shit, where'd I park? Oh, fuck. And I remember... Where are my keys? Okay, I found my keys. I'm running outside. I'm looking at my car. Okay, no flats, no dents.
And I remember, too, with iPhone, they have like a GPS. So I had gotten so bad that I used to have to go through the settings, go through the GPS to figure out when I got home and how I got home and where was the last place I was at. I was out there bad like that.
Yeah. So I just think like when in those moments you have to be patient with yourself. Like you know you have to do better, but at the same time you can't beat yourself up because life is a process. Like we're not dead. So until we get to the very end, till we get dead, like till we're dead, that's when everything is over. So but we keep living every day, one day at a time, whatever. Like, we have to be patient with ourselves. And, like, I used to be so frustrated with myself. Like, when I tell you, like, when I got off probation and I used to get really, really drunk, and I would be like, God damn it!
Drunk again, I'm an alcoholic!
I'm an alcoholic! What is wrong with me? But, you know, as time progressed, my alcohol intake increased.
Jesus Christ. Well, get to the point, because this is trash. This is actually trash.
My alcohol level increased.
I mean, just you.
And I couldn't get drunk as much. I feel like God was just like, oh, so you want to keep drinking? Okay. You can keep drinking. You're going to keep drinking. You're going to keep drinking. You're not going to feel it until the next fucking morning. So you're not going to even be able to do anything for the next 24 hours. So, got you, monkey girl. You want to be drinking all night? Cool.
You remember when we got drunk off that Makers a few months ago?
Oh yeah, I was sick. Sick. Even in Vegas, I drank that shit in Vegas. The next day, I could not get up. I was sick as a fucking dog, and I feel like that's like that's God's funny punishment towards me.
That's how gin make me feel.
Like dehydrated, I feel like I have to shit and throw up at the same time.
You know, at the party all weekend, I think I was probation. I had the runs. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Your guts was just...
Jesus Christ.
Did you lose weight?
I should have. Jesus Christ. That was...
Yeah, liquids.
But okay, guys. So this week we have a letter from Moesha's diary.
Fun.
We're going to call her Beverly Johnson. Beverly Johnson is the first African-American female to get on Vogue in 1974.
Supermodel.
She's also the first African-American woman to get on Elle. And it was a big deal when she got on Glamour. It was one of the best sold magazines. It sold so well that she ended up being on Glamour 6 more times. I personally like to remember Beverly Johnson as Miss Trinidad on Martin. She was trying to fuck with Martin, and Gina showed up with the Vaseline and the sneakers.
She said, "How you know my name?"
I was thinking.
That's
how everything will start when you're thinking. I was thinking. No,
she had that gym bag. She slammed it on that desk.
Child, Martin came ready. He had to help that girl. Whoa. But shout out, but I'm gonna tell you, back when I first got on Twitter, Beverly Johnson, I was watching Martin and I finally realized that was Beverly Johnson. So I tweeted her, I was like, oh shit, Beverly Johnson, Miss Trinidad? And she replied back, she was like, yes. And she said like a quote that Miss Trinidad said. I was like, look at you.
Bitch, queen.
Come on, Beverly Johnson.
A queen.
Let's go, legend. Okay, so Beverly Johnson say, hey ladies, hey, I listened to this show and I love it. Recently, I thought about going celibate. I'm over giving my body to worthless men. Have you guys ever withheld sex? Would you withhold sex? What's the longest you've been without sex? Love, Beverly Johnson. Keep doing your things, girl.
Beverly, yes. Yes. Withhold it. Don't run up your mileage for these sorry ass, bum ass niggas. Fuck them niggas. Hold it in.
I've been celibate by default. I think I went like a year. But I mean, it wasn't like an effort thing. It was just, I was over niggas.
I went a year. Well, it was a year. Well,
9 months.
Okay. So it was, I told myself in last January, that I would not have sex all 2018. But I fell short.
What, April, nigga?
May, bitch.
Okay.
I fell short in May. And then I got my senses back together in July. Okay. And I said, okay, no more after July. And then
you fell short again.
I fell short again.
What the fuck is this story? This story is...
I'm telling you, you gotta stay strong, sis. These niggas were way down.
What is your point? Jesus
My
Christ.
point is, the niggas were way down.
Shit.
You sorry niggas were way down.
Nah,
They see you vulnerable. All you want to do is hold hands and just cuddle. They want to put the pressure moves on you. And then you ain't had it in a long time. You just gotta be strong.
I think, if you want to, I think you should. I'm not against it. Yeah,
you know
I'm
what?
not against
I think recalibration for your vagina is good.
Girl, sometimes you just need a break because sex is very intimate and very spiritual, and people be negating all that stuff. And I mean, I pop my pussy for a goon too, but it's a very like close and spiritual thing. And if you tired of giving the Lord's temple to fuck niggas, then you shouldn't.
You know what? See, let me tell you what happened. So I told myself I'm not going to have sex with anybody else that I don't really, 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 really like. And I saged my vagina. And I waited. So now I have sex with somebody that I really like.
Well, your stories really, I'm waiting for your stories to be some shit, and they're still terrible. They're terrible. I think it's worth it. I don't see no problem. I think taking a break from sex
it's worth it.
Always good.
It's good. Recalibrate your vagina, girl.
When you dating somebody and you start effing, I tell y'all this all the time. The second y'all start fucking, y'all spend the next few months not even getting to know each other, just fucking.
But okay,
so take the break.
What if we flip it, right? So what if you fuck once or twice and then you don't fuck, but like y'all still are like in a relationship?
But my thing is, if I fuck once, we fucking. That's just it.
All the time.
That's it. Like, I'm better off not knowing than knowing. If I know, it's a wrap. If I know and I like it, who am I to deprive myself?
But
I'm really not good at that. I've tried that before. I'm not good at having sex and then just waking up one day is like, we're not having sex no more because I
went away
decided.
for marriage.
Yeah, I'm a weakling. All that nigga gotta say is, okay, you don't want to have sex no more? I'm too easy to fall in the trap. I just want to wait till, all right then, that's it. I mean, you ain't gonna try to fuck?
Yeah, fucking.
You ain't gonna try to talk me out of not fucking?
Look, you wrap your legs around them.
I'm the girl in the bed that be trying to get on your side. So I'm the girl in the bed that
you tune it up.
I stay.
You tune it up.
I stay tuned.
Why y'all spooning?
Yep, I stay trying to give it to you. Niggas be tired of me. I stay trying to do it. I stay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I stay.
Oh, Jesus.
Braless in some boy shorts in the living room trying to seduce you. Why are you laughing? I stay on some bullshit. I stay on some bullshit. I stay on some bullshit.
Niggas love to rub some titties, boy.
Everything. Don't take me to the club when we get buzzed. I want to have sex. Don't take me to Papa Do's. I want to eat.
Big facts.
I still want to have sex. Don't take me by a hotel. I'm thinking of sex. I'm not. So for me, I wouldn't start it. Like I would just be like, all right.
I mean, if I
want to do something different, I'm not. Nah.
If you're tired, if you're tired of giving, I mean.
If you're tired, because I've been tired of having sex. Because I remember one day I was just like, why am I even doing this? I was having sex with a nigga.
Yeah, and you looking up at him like, damn.
I'm like, I'm really at a low point.
I'm low.
I'm at a low point right now. He's married with the baby mama, and yet here I am.
The baby's on the way.
Right. And yet
here I am.
And yet here I am looking at my reflection in the mirror. Wow, I'm dead inside.
Wow, I'm
dead inside. And then that was the time I went and took a break. I took like a sabbatical. Because I really was just like, this ain't, but like I said, I've never sat down and was just like, I'm going to go the rest of my life without sex. I've had moments where I was just like, why am I even doing this? This ain't really worth.
No, sometimes you have to take a sabbatical.
And I think when you take a physical sabbatical from sex like that, you clear your mind and other stuff happens too. Especially if you're a person who stay trying, like it's so peaceful leaving the club Friday night not looking for the nigga you fuck with.
Very peaceful.
It's so nice on Saturday morning when you just wake up in your bed alone to watch TV. It's
also very peaceful to get your period, or even if your period is like 2 days late,
you ain't worried.
You're not worried about it because
it's really peaceful. Not like thinking about the sex you might have if a nigga come over. Because if you decided y'all ain't effing, then y'all just ain't effing. It's such a peaceful state. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, you're still letting somebody inside your body. Your mama ain't even been in your body. That is deep. Okay?
Oof.
Stop. If you stop letting these niggas' energies get you. And I think, didn't the Bible say if y'all had sex, y'all always connected? Who said that?
We're not. 7 years rolls off credit.
Listen, I roll your ass off out there. Yeah, I don't play that shit.
Bitch. So speaking of, I was in the club the other night, and this young gent approaches me. Mind you, I had sex with him when I was 20.
That nigga don't even count.
And he proceeds to come up to me and like starts talking to me, and I said, "Hey, I'm good. Like, we're good. We don't need to speak. Like, I don't want to speak. It's all good." He's like, "Oh man, you don't remember me, or you don't," and just trying to revisit old times. And I said, "Look, dog, it's not like it's good. I'm good. You're good. Clearly, you've been eating. You're good. You're healthy.
We're good.
You have gold teeth in your mouth now.
Wow.
You wearing an Adidas tracksuit.
Wow.
You got a little bit of money." He's probably like maybe 36, 37, 38, something like that. But I'm just like, yo, like, it's fine. And he's just like, "You want to go home together tonight?" Nigga, just because we've had sex.
But see, my problem, if I don't be effing with people.
Like, I said, fam, it's not like that. Like, we good. You can never.
But that'd be my downfall in the club. Like, if I had no prospects and I see some nigga I used to mess with and I'm buzzed, I'd be like, all right.
but my boo was in the club. So.
Okay, you paying that.
I said no.
That's good.
I said, sir, you could never. You could never.
There's some people I will revisit. I would never tell them that though.
I wonder if is there somebody? Nah,
I got. It's at least one out of everybody. I definitely, if we ever cross paths again, I would just want to see it. I would just want to too because I feel like I'm a bit
maybe
older.
Because you're older now,
and I just feel like
maybe
it'll be even better.
Maybe one.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
Because I look back at our sex life, it was cool then, but like now.
But you weren't as mature.
Yeah, now that I'm grown and watch porn.
You watch a lot of porn.
Oh, so we can test some limits here. How far are we going?
I know how to do it now.
Listen.
I can stretch my leg back really far now.
Nigga, I'm nasty now. What's up?
Nigga, I'm nasty now.
Let me stop playing. I got some family members that listen to this. Shout out to those family members who listen.
Shout out to my cousin Marilyn. She listens on the regular. She says she loves us.
I got some grown family members. Shout out to you. I can't
That's
say
hysterical.
So y'all, March 7th, we will be live.
Toasty
at Sugars,
Missouri City. It's a little far out, but it's a great time. It's going to be a great space. It's very intimate. It's wonderful. It's
food and drinks.
A lot
of y'all gonna be upset, but y'all can't get y'all tickets. But you know,
it's going to be a great time.
We're a month out, or just about.
I'm excited.
I am excited too. I have a really good show planned. I'm not gonna tell y'all the topic,
but it's going to be good. Like
it's
y'all
a great
are gonna
topic.
love it, and we're going to be on some foolishness.
Yeah, I'm
going to be on some foolishness.
I'm here for all the jokes.
DJ M3 is going to be on the 1s and 2s.
Oh, and shout out to Sharice Davis. She was our first guest.
First and only.
No, Freshelina's been on the show. And we had that one Mo City, but
that was a bus. That was a bus.
Mo City Blues.
JV. You said Mo City Blues.
Hey,
that was a bus.
We ain't got. Okay.
We're not gonna talk about
But
that.
Sharice was one of our first guests. Recovering from Your Old Self was the episode.
Check it out. She's amazing.
She's good. So she'll be in the building. And don't forget, you can get your merchandise at www.teespring.com/recoveringpartygirlsmerch. You can get those tickets at Eventbrite. They're $20. We ain't trying to break nobody's pockets. Just come get these jokes and these cocktails. We're going to have a bomb-ass after party. After the show, if I was y'all, I would call into work on Friday.
Absolutely.
But that's just me. But anyway, so you can find us at Recovering Party Girls on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page too. You can find us on Twitter at Party Girls Pod, and I am NatoyaEbony everywhere. And
I'm Miss Cool in this city. Also, let me just shout out to Social Complex Peabody. He asked me to sit in for him because he's having a baby. And he's having a little girl, and I said on their podcast that if a nigga has a baby girl first, you know what type of nigga he been in the streets. But after y'all listen to our show, go listen to their show because it was fun. I was drunk, and it was a good time. Miss Cool in the city. Miss Cool _in the city on all social media. It's been real. It's been fun.
It's been cool. And y'all stop being so mean in that comment section. Y'all tried to drag that poor white girl ASAP Cassie. She cool peoples.
And shout out to Miss Vaughn. Thank you, bitch, for trying to hook a sister up with a job. Thank you. Shout out to my cousin Marilyn. You always saying how much you love the show.
Kia So Kissable. Thanks for buying our merch. And we will see you guys next week. I'm going to say this, but don't hold me to it. So next week, we might be taping a visual. I said might because I don't need y'all to be holding us to it if you don't see no visual next Wednesday.
It's going to be a good time.
But we should be shooting a visual that y'all been begging for and harassing us about.
And look, and don't be talking about shit about how I look.
Right.
How we ain't got no makeup on.
Right.
Or we got pajamas on.
Right. I be telling y'all how we be looking when we record.
I'm wearing pajamas right now.
A mess.
But
you'll see us next week.
It's coming.
Have a good week, guys.